There's something I read this past summer from Eknath Easwaran, and I think it's pretty relevant to right now. It has stayed with me, and I'd like to share it. He talked about how we feel internally. He talked about how fear changes our perception. Not how we just feel internally, but how we actually see other people. When fear is high, our mind starts to narrow. We stop seeing nuance. We stop seeing complexity, and we start seeing threats. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately, especially what's happening all around us. Because when people are afraid, whether it's fear about the future, about security, about losing identity, fear about change, the nervous system goes into protection mode. And protection mode isn't very compassionate. It's reactive, it's defensive, and it's quick to judge. Fear makes us feel as if it's us versus them, even when it's more complicated than that. One of the concepts that Easwaran emphasized, fear just doesn't live in events. It lives in our minds. Two people might experience the same situation. One will act in panic, and the other one will stay steady. That difference isn't the world. It's the individual's minds. It's the conditioning of the mind. And that was really powerful for me to sit with, because it means the divisions we see externally is often being fueled internally by millions of nervous systems that feel unsafe. And when humans feel unsafe, we look for someone to blame. That's just human ancient biology. But Easwaran didn't teach avoidance or denial. He wasn't saying ignore the problem. He was saying that clarity comes from steadiness. When we calm the mind even a little, perception widens. We can see humans as people instead of categories. We can disagree without dehumanizing. We can act without hatred taking over our nervous system. And that can be hard, really hard, especially when the world is so reactive and uncertain. But one thing I've learned is fear spreads. It spreads through families, communities, media, politics, but calm spreads too. One regulated nervous system can affect others. One person choosing not to react impulsively can change the energy around others. And that doesn't mean being passive. It means acting with clarity instead of panic. For me personally, fear shaped a lot of my life. Fear of being wrong, fear of judgment, fear rooted in beliefs, systems that I grew up with. So when I read that Easwaran talks about fear distorting perception, it felt familiar and also hopeful, because if fear can be learned, so can calm and steadiness. Compassion can be practiced, staying steady can be practiced. And maybe, especially in times like this, that inner work isn't separate from the world. Maybe it's part of how the world changes. I'm going to talk about more of Easwaran's writings about fear, but for now, this is what I'm sitting with. When fear rises, division grows. When calm rises, standing becomes possible. Every one of us has influence of which one we carry into this world. Stay kind. Until next time.